Dear Nam-joon, this is not a breath of exhaustion, but me not knowing or having enough words to describe you, how much you mean to me. Every time I sit down to write about you, the sentences feel too small, the letters too fragile, compared to the weight of gratitude I carry in my heart. But still, I want to try, because you deserve to know, even if only in fragments, how deeply you have changed lives, how deeply you have changed my life. Nam-joon, you are the kind of person people don't expect to exist in this world. A leader who carries responsibility, not with pride or ego, but with humility and care. You are an artist who does not just create songs, but builds bridges between pain and healing, between chaos and peace. A human who, despite under the relentless glare of fame, still finds the courage to remain gentle, thoughtful, and endlessly curious. Do you realize how much you have done for us, armies? You speak often about your fears of falling short, of not being enough, of disappointing those who have placed faith in you. But Nam-joon, you have already given us more than we could even ask for. Your words, both spoken and sung, have been a lifeline in moments where we could not even breathe. Your existence has been proof that being vulnerable is not weakness but very strong strength. I think of all the times you stood on the stage, not only as a performer, but a protector. You often say that you want to be the leader who would take responsibility when things went wrong, who would shield us so that others could smile. But you have been more than a shield, you have been an anchor. When storms threatened to tear everything apart, you are the one reminding us and them that there was still ground to stand on. Do you remember that moment years ago when you stood in front of the thousands and told us, I am Kim Namjoon and also RM, the leader of the group BTS? That simple honesty meant more than you can even know. You reminded us that it was okay to be more than one thing, that identities could shift and overlap, that we didn't have to live trapped inside the names others gave us. Nam-joon, your way with words has always been extraordinary, whether in speeches, interviews, or written lyrics. You have a way of unraveling the tangled mess inside our hearts. You put sentences that we did not know how to say. When you speak about your pain or our pain, you don't erase it, you honor it, and then gently show us that there's a possibility for healing. When you speak about dreams, you don't make them feel distant, you make them feel reachable, as if you are offering your hand to help us attain them. And then there's your music. The albums Mono, Indigo, RPWP. Those were not only albums, they were deep conversations. They felt like letters slipped into our hands telling us, I see you. I know it hurts, but you are not alone. I cannot count the nights I have replayed your songs Tokyo and even Wildflower, letting your voice carry me through the quiet hours when the world felt too heavy. You may never know the number of hearts that you have held, steady with your strong arms and your promises that is going to be okay. Beyond your artistry though, it is your humanity that touches me the most. You are a man who stops to look at the flowers, who finds comfort in art, museums, and who can even talk for hours about the sky, the wind, and the way light changes at dusk. You are someone who shows us that it is okay to slow down, to wonder, to marvel at the simple things. You remind us that life is not only about the milestones, but about the quiet, fleeting moments that come in between. Nam-joon, you have often spoken about the pressure of being a leader. Maybe sometimes you might have wished that you could just be another member without the weight of decisions, without the responsibility of speaking first, of holding the group together. I hope you know that even if you were not the leader, even if you had no title, no microphone, no stage, we would still love you, just for being you. Not because you guide, but because you are kind. Not because you always know what to say, but because you try, even when the words tremble. I want you to know that you don't always have to be strong for us. You don't always have to hide the parts of yourself that feel fragile. We love those parts too. When you share your fears with us, we don't see it as weakness, we see it as honesty. When you admit that you are tired, we don't lose faith. We feel closer to you because you are human just like us. You once told us to love ourselves, but I hope that you know we are here to help you love yourself too, even on the days when it feels impossible. There's something about you, Nam-joon, that feels like home. Maybe it's your voice, maybe it's the way you smile, the way it softens the air, or maybe it's the way you always seem to notice the overlooked, the things in life that we don't see, the quiet people that are hidden in corners, the deepest unspoken feelings. You have a gift for making the unseen feel seen. That is why we hold onto you so tightly. So let me say this clearly. Thank you. Thank you for leading BTS with patience, with humility, with love. Thank you for writing words that have stitched together our broken pieces. Thank you for showing us that it is okay to fall as long as you rise again. Thank you for laughing. Thank you for crying. Thank you for existing. And please remember, you are not alone in carrying the weight of your crown. Armies are here. We are not only behind you, we are beside you. We want to share the burden, not just the joy. If there are days when you feel small against the big world, remember that there are millions of us who see you as more than enough. Dear Nam-joon, if I could give you one thing in return for everything that you have given us, it would be this. I would want to give you peace. Peace in your heart, peace in your mind. I hope you find moments where the noise fades and you can simply exist as Kim Namjoon, not the leader, not the idol, but the boy who loves poetry, who rides bicycles by the Han River, who pauses to admire the sunset. That is the Namjoon we love, in all his simplicity and depth, and even sometimes clumsiness. This letter may never reach you, but if it could, I want it to carry the weight of a million voices carrying the same thing, that you matter. Not for what you have achieved, not for what you have given, but for who you are. And who you are is extraordinary. You are beautiful. Your eyes are beautiful. Your brain is beautiful. Your skin is beautiful. You are beautiful, inside and out. I want to thank you also for being you and for always loving Army. This letter is from my heart, but it carries the weight of a million voices. With gratitude and love, you are number one fan, Army.
사랑이라는 말보다 더 좋은 말 있었으면 좋겠는데 진짜 정말 사랑합니다. 알아주세요.